Are you a strong, educated, independent woman that don't need a man for nothing? Yeah. Well, maybe you should buy a dog or a cat and prepare to die alone. What's up, everybody? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, but I ain't Mr. Rogers. It's your boy, Mike Watts, and I'm here to give it to you raw and direct every time, all the time. Today, what we're going to talk about is y'all strong, independent women who can't seem to find a man, who always seem to be single and complaining that they're alone. I want to talk to the ladies because I have something that I feel like y'all really need to learn. And I'll give some tips in the end on how to maintain a man and how to maintain a relationship and how to keep a man as a modern woman, how to keep a good man, how to keep a strong, dominant man. Because this is something that y'all really need to know and something that y'all really need to understand. Let me give y'all a stat right off the top. Since 1972, women have been more depressed, more anxious, less happy, etc., etc. That's the trend. The trend is women been less happy and more depressed. Less happy, more depressed. Okay. And I attribute that to women's liberation, the feminist movement, etc. Now, y'all keep in mind, the feminist movement originated so that women can have the right to vote, be able to have jobs, equal pay, everything like that. Just basically so women can be equal in society. I agree with that. But what we have now is that feminist movement kind of morphed into something else. It kind of morphed into women being equal to men in the home or as human beings. When in any species in the world, a female and male are not equal and are not the same. What makes us different? What makes us different? Nothing. Equal pay at work. Okay, she doing a good job, the same job as him. Yes, she should get paid the same as he get paid. A lot of different examples. I'm not going to get into that because that's not what this is about. But like I said, that morphed into women wanting to be men turning into women. And not on some transgender type time. That's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. But just the way men are being emasculated today is at an all-time high. You can't say anything as a man without being looked at as misogynistic or chauvinistic or anything like that. So they trying to make it like, oh, well, if a man could do it, a woman can do it. Anything. That in turns making it so women are thinking it's okay to be THOTs. It's all in today's music. Women bragging about how many bodies they get and how much money they get for doing all kinds of favors and doing this and doing that and everything. And that our youth are being raised with this music. And once again, I don't want to drift to that tangent, but this is what our society is becoming. So it's corrupting the mind of our women today, especially the younger women, because they don't know no different. This is what they're being raised in. So that's why I say, okay, modern women are destined to die alone if they don't get it together. Now, listen to me. Men and women are different. Like I said, in every species, the male and the female are different, and gender roles are established. So look at it like this. They trying to make it like, okay, women can run around and be THOTs because if men can do it, we can do it and everything like that. But the mistake is biologically, because yes, of course, if men can do it, women can do it. Yeah, I get it. Okay. All right. You're right. But biologically, you're not designed to do it. So that's where the mistake is starting to come in at. Look at it like this. If a woman has one egg every month, okay, her body produces one egg every month, sitting there waiting to be fertilized. And then obviously, all y'all know, once the egg leave, that's when the menstrual come on, because that's the egg leaving the body, blah, blah, blah. We're not getting into all that either. So, but that happens once a month, one egg. With a man, every month, his body produces 1 billion sperm cells. 1 billion around. Give or take 100 million. But around 1 billion sperm cells every single month. So biologically, his body knows, okay, I have to release these sperm cells. I have to fertilize something. And in every species as well, our main motivation is to survive. The furtherance of our species. And how do we survive? We survive by procreation and nourishment. That's the strive to survive. That's how we prolong our species. So now we have hunger, we got to eat, and we got to procreate. And how do we procreate? By fertilizing and spreading our seeds. So now that's the reason why men have a drive to procreate. That's natural, biologically. It don't matter from the caveman all the way to the most technological man today. No matter how advanced we are mentally, biologically, that's what it is. Our bodies are designed to procreate. That being said, we're different. It don't matter what y'all think. It don't matter what society is telling you. Deep down, we're different. So therefore, I say that to say we're different, so we think different and we desire different things. Okay. We desire different things in our significant other, I should say. Because with women, y'all are nurturers. Men are hunters and gatherers, always been, when we keep it primitive. But when we fast forward to today's time, women are still nurturers, biologically. Men are still hunters and gatherers, which means we Work, provide, protect. Work, provide, protect. Biologically, that's the raw essence of our being. And the raw essence of your being is to nurture. Think about it. Would you want to take your kid to a daycare? You got a 1-year-old. You're about to start working, so therefore you want to put your kid in daycare. Would you want to put your kid in a daycare ran by nothing but men? Or would you want to put your kid in a daycare ran by nothing but women? Nothing but women. Which one would you want to put your kid in? Think about that. Okay? Because women are designed to grow and nurture the home, while men are designed biologically. This is not my opinion. This is not, what it should be or shouldn't be. This is just biologically. And men are biologically designed to hunt, gather, protect. Since we're different, we want different things. We desire different things. See, as men, we don't care about your possessions. We don't care about your status. We don't care about your education. We don't care about none of that. We don't care about where you've been. You traveled the world. That's the stuff y'all care about. But see, society got y'all so brainwashed into thinking that we're the same that y'all are actually starting to think we think the same. We don't think the same. We're different. We're different species. Yeah, we human beings, but we're still different species. That's just like apples and oranges are different, but guess what? They're still the same. They're both fruit. Get me? So that's why when people say, oh, yeah, that's comparing apples and oranges. Okay, well, how about they're still fruit? So they're still the same thing, fruit, even though they're different. So men and women, yeah, we're the same, but we're still different. So we think different. We desire different things. So no matter what society try to make y'all believe, bring it back, tone it the fuck down, and recognize y'all different and men think different from you. So the things that you want in a man, the things that you like, men don't care nothing about. So like I said, we could care less about your education. We don't give a fuck about how smart you are. We don't care about your status, your possessions. We don't care about none of that. We don't care about how well you, how you traveled the world. Y'all care about that. Y'all care about, oh, he traveled the world, so maybe he can take me places. Oh, he's so intelligent, he could teach me things. But with us, you say, oh, you traveled the world. We thinking, with who? Who the fuck you traveled the world with? Who took you to Japan and Jamaica and Mexico? Like, you a thought? Like, who you went with? That's how we think. Oh, you got this, you got that. Okay, that's a turnoff because we want to give you that. We want to provide that. We want to give you that stuff. Okay, you sat in my Rolls Royce or you sat in my Benz. Don't no man care about like, been in a Benz before, been in a Rolls before, been here before, did that before, I ate at this restaurant before. You sitting here bragging, he's getting turned off. Keep your mouth shut. Learn to keep your mouth shut. Make a man feel like he's doing something special. Make a man feel like he's needed. That's all he wants. So that's what y'all need to understand. The things that y'all like are not the things that we like because we're different. We're different. So therefore, that's why a lot of modern women stay single, because y'all not understanding that simple concept. We're different. We don't care about none of that stuff you got. So don't talk about it because it turns us off. If you talk about it to a guy that got status, it's a turnoff. So he's not going to want to deal with you anyway because you're giving masculine energy. We don't want to hear about your house, your car. How about this? You ever heard the woman who always say, "Oh, I got my own house, I got my own car, I'm perfect, I got this, I got that. I don't need a man for nothing. I don't understand why I can't find a good man." That's because you sound like a man. You sound like a man. I don't need a man for nothing. I don't know why I got my own house, my own car, my own this, my own that. Okay, you sound like a man. Just like you don't need a man don't need a man. You're giving off too much masculine energy. And it's unattractive to a masculine man, which most of y'all women want. Y'all women want a masculine, dominant man. Most of y'all. But the problem is you don't want to submit to a masculine man. You don't want to submit to a dominant man. And submission don't mean slave and all that. No, it just means letting him be in charge, letting him take charge. And most of y'all women want that. But you're not being taught how to be submissive to your man because modern day women are not teaching y'all to be that way. So you hear that woman, "Oh, I want a man. I want a dominant man. I want somebody to take control. I want somebody to be in charge." But you keep talking like a man. "Oh, I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that." Okay. Well, like I said, it's a turnoff to most men. So now what happens is you have the guy that has status who's getting turned off by that. So he end up leaving you alone. Or you have the guy that has no status and you're talking about all what you got and everything like this, your education and this and that. So that guy that doesn't have status, he attached to you to use you, which you don't want that. So that's why I'm here to tell you today, tone that shit down if you want a man. Now, if you on the tip of, "I don't give a fuck, I ain't toning shit down," okay, buy a fucking dog or a cat and die alone. Period. It's really that simple. It's really that simple. Seriously. Nobody trying to argue with you about shit because masculine women, y'all too draining. It's draining. A man is out in the world trying to accomplish things, trying to do things in the workplace and everything like that. He want to come home to his sanctuary. He want to come home to his safe place, to his safe space. Come home and relax. He don't want to come home to a battle. He don't want to come home to a battle. He was battling all day at work or in the world. He want to come home and be able to relax. "Hey, babe, can you make me a plate?" "What's wrong with your hands? Your hands ain't broke." The fuck? You right. You right. My hands ain't broke. My hands ain't broke. But that's unattractive. So that's why you hear stories of, "Oh, I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that. But he left me for some bum bitch that live with her aunt. Yeah, because he makes her feel, she makes him feel like a man. And she makes him feel wanted. She makes him feel needed. That's why. She might be a barista at Starbucks, sleeping on her aunt couch. But because he don't care about that dropped out of high school. He don't care about none of that. Men don't care about none of that. We just care about how you make us feel. Of course, we got to make you feel a certain way too, but that's not the topic today. The topic today is y'all modern women that's not understanding what men need. And that's why you're alone and staying alone. I'm here to teach you something today. So pay attention. So these women, oh, I had this, I got this, I got that, I got this, and he left me for some bitch that don't got nothing. Exactly. So what that tell you? That mean everything you got, everything you doing, everything you bragging about. Brag about your shit and your accomplishments to your girlfriends or to dudes that you put in the friend zone. Brag about that shit to them. But a motherfucker that you trying to be in a relationship with, and I'm not saying don't talk about it ever, but all I'm saying is when you sound too independent and you sound too, I don't need a man, and you sound too, all you thinking is the things that you like in a man is going to like in you, you're wrong. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So pay attention. So that's why you hear the stories of this woman that had this and this and this and that got left for a girl that don't have nothing. That's why. Because we don't care about none of that. We don't care about none of that. We care about feminine energy. That's all we care about, not masculine energy. Think about it like this. You're a woman and you want a masculine man, right? If you be like, babe, I need you to change my tire. You're like, oh, well, I can't because I might mess my nails up, babe. You like, the fuck? Or y'all watching movies and he always crying at every movie y'all watch. Like every love movie y'all watch, every romance movie y'all watch, he crying and shit. Tears like, oh, sorry, babe. You like, bruh, what's good? It's going to be a turnoff for most women. For most women, it's going to be a turnoff. Why? Because that's feminine energy coming from the man that you want to be masculine. Because you're looking at it as, okay, how can he protect and provide when he's soft as me? How can he protect and provide when he's soft as me? So it's the same thing with a man when he's like, okay, how can she nurture and grow and take care of the home when she's not a nurturer? She's acting like a protector and provider. So it's the same difference. That masculine energy is a turnoff for a masculine man. Just like for you, if you want a masculine man, you're turned off by feminine energy. Well, most women are turned off by feminine energy. Look at it that way. You don't want a man that like to wear heels or spend more. You don't want a man that spend more time getting ready than you. What? Come on, man. This shit is simple. This shit is simple. But then Y'all try to use displacement and say, oh, he's insecure. He's insecure. Or what's the other one y'all say? He just can't handle a strong woman. Come on, man. Stop. No. He just don't want to deal with your masculine ass. He just don't want to deal with your ass. Because like I said, it's draining dealing with a masculine dominant woman. Nobody got time for that. So y'all could try to say, oh, he insecure. No, he just don't want to deal with you. Oh, he just can't deal with a strong woman. No. How about he just don't want to deal with a headstrong woman or a strong woman because it takes too much energy. I don't want to combat with my woman. I don't want that. So what y'all need to learn, what y'all women need to learn is, yeah, you can be strong in the workplace. You can be strong in the world. You can be strong with your girlfriends. But when you get with your man, learn to tone it down. Learn to tone it down. Because like that woman that's the barista or the shampoo girl that's sleeping on her aunt's couch, guess what? Or just that got a good job that understand the concept of making my man feel like the man. So, yeah, like I said, you could be all those things in the world or in the workplace, but just your man just want to feel needed. He want to feel like he's the man. That's all he want. That's all we want. We just want to feel like, okay, we're needed. We're the man. So just play your part. I talked to a girl the other day. She had a boyfriend and we was talking and she was saying, oh yeah, I'm going to get my hair. I'm going to change my hair color. I'm going to go blonde or I'm going to go brunette. I can't remember what she said, but she said, I'm going to change my hair color. I'm like, okay, that's what's up. What your boyfriend say? She was like, what do you mean what he say? I don't need his opinion. I don't need to ask his permission and all this and all that. And I don't care what he say. This is the color I want. Okay. First of all, calm down. Second of all, is rude, ignorant, inconsiderate, and disrespectful to be in a relationship, alter the way you look without talking to your other half, man or woman, without talking to your other half. But society today is teaching people like, oh, be in a relationship, but act the fuck like you're not. What we talking about here? Think about it. She said, I don't have to ask his permission or ask his opinion because this is what I want to do. How rude is that? I don't even know how many adjectives I could come up with. But it's a number of adjectives. Negative. Because he has no say. What do you mean? Because if you're in a relationship where you don't give a fuck how your other half feel or how your man feels, then that relationship is destined to fail. It's destined to fail. Because you're not in a relationship by yourself. You're not in a relationship by yourself. So therefore, okay, if he don't like blonde hair, why the fuck would you dye your hair blonde? Or just do it and not give a fuck about what he say. I can see if you consult him like, hey, I wanted to because I need to, because if it's not going to be a life or death situation for you, then why damage or potentially damage your relationship over some shit that's insignificant? You know he don't like it. For you, whether you blonde, brunette, red, it don't really matter. It's just some shit you want to do. Why do it? Why do anything in a relationship that can potentially damage or harm the relationship? It makes no sense to me. But people do it all the time. So like I said, if you're in a relationship and don't give a fuck about what your man feel because you're a strong, independent woman, it's destined to fail. One after the next, which means eventually get a cat or a dog and die alone. That's the end result. That's the end result. And then another thing with y'all modern women today, y'all still want traditional men, which is crazy to me because y'all want a guy to open the door for you, the car door for you, open the door for you going into a building, restaurant, whatever. Some of y'all pull out the chair, want us to pay the bill when we go out to dinner, pay the bill. Taking you out, you want us to pay the bill. You want us to pay bills when half of y'all can't even fucking cook. Can't even cook. Explain that. I talked to a girl, 24, can't cook. 32, can't cook. 29, can't cook. Want to order all the damn time. But want traditional values in a man. But y'all not traditional women. I don't get it. So work on that. Body count, all crazy. Because yes, women, body count matters. And there's a lot of reasons why it matters. But that's another topic for another day. I'll touch base on that. But you better believe it matters. Psychologically for men and psychologically for women when a woman's body count exceed a certain amount. Okay? So yeah, that's why a lot of y'all women are unhappy today more than ever. Press, got anxiety, and everything like that because society, biologically, women want a certain thing because y'all designed to want to nurture and follow the lead of your man, your king. But society is telling you, oh, don't follow the man and don't be stay-at-home wife and you need to be this and you need to be that and men and women are equal, so don't listen to him and don't do this and don't do that and don't do this and don't do that when biologically you're designed to want that. So now what's happening is you have a whole bunch of women who want one thing but are being led astray by society because they're being told that they're supposed to want something else. That's what's creating the unhappiness, the depression. That's like you have a kid that don't like singing, can't sing, don't have the vocal cords, don't have the talent, but their parents keep telling them they need to be a singer. Oh, we have a family full of singers and you got to be a singer and we sing, your dad sung, I sung, your brothers sing, you need to be a singer. Sing, 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 sing. Guess what? That kid is going to be depressed. It's going to have anxiety. It's going to have a whole host of mental issues because they're being forced to be something that they're not. They're being forced to be something that they're not. So that's where the anguish start to come in for that child. like I said, they're going to be depressed. They're going to have anxiety, a whole bunch of mental issues. Their mental health is going to be all fucked up. So that's what's happening with today's society with women. They're being forced to believe that they need to be a certain way. You need to be a boss bitch. You need to be a leader. You need to be like a man. You need to not want a man. You need to, when biologically, all she wants is a man that can lead, protect, provide. And all she want to do is raise her family, bear some children, and nurture. Because that's what y'all women are designed to do. That's it. You know what I mean? You know, it's not rocket science. It's not it's not rocket science, ladies. It's not rocket science. Believe me when I tell you, that's all a man wants. So if you want a man and you want to keep a man, because of course you'll get a lot of dates, but y'all know how it go. They just want to smash and keep it moving. But if you want a man, you want to keep a man, be more humble. Don't brag about the shit you got. Don't brag about the places you've been. Don't talk about the things that you think he like, because you like those things in a man. Men don't care about that. All men want. Pay attention, ladies. This is real simple. Remember, we don't care about none of that shit you got. We don't care about your money. We don't care about your trips. We don't care about your possessions. We don't care about none of that. Y'all care about that. We don't give a fuck about that. None of that. A billionaire will marry a waitress that dropped out of high school. A billionaire will marry a waitress that dropped out of high school. A barista that dropped out of high school. And give her the world. They don't care about none of that. Come on, man. All men want is, pay attention, a woman that's feminine, a woman that's respectful, a woman that's in shape, and a woman that is nice to us. That's all we want. That's all we want. Okay? So if you can manage to do those things and be those things, trust me, everything will change, because that's all men want. Okay? We don't want no argumentative woman that's trying to be a man. Like, come on. It's too much. Yes, you'll get some men that deal with that. Some, because there's a lot of submissive men out there. But most women don't want that. Especially a woman that wants a masculine man. Most women don't want that. Most women want a masculine man. So remember, if you want a masculine man, you can't be masculine around that man. You can't give that man masculine energy. So remember, all men want is a woman to be feminine, respectful, in shape, and nice to us. Just be nice. Don't be mean. Don't be evil. Don't have negative energy all the time. That's all we want. Those the main things we want. Because obviously we want other stuff, but that's the main things we want. I mean, because if you can't cook, you can learn to cook, So all that stuff, it comes. But in the essence of what we want are those things. And if you make that happen, watch your love life change. So thank you for watching this episode of the Mike Watts Show. I hope I was able to help y'all ladies. I wanted to make this episode for the ladies because it's National Women's Month. And I feel as though this is something that y'all women should know, should learn, and should be at least aware of, because we headed in the wrong direction, ladies. We headed in the wrong direction. And then we have y'all ladies teaching the next generation. So everything is just all messed up. The lines get blurred about gender roles and everything like that, when it's like, whoa. We need to get it together. We need to get back to understanding at least what men want. Because y'all women don't even understand what men want. Y'all thinking we want what y'all want. But we don't. So like I said, thank you for watching this episode of the Mike Watts Show. As I always say, if you have any questions, concerns, or anything you want to talk about in your personal life, you need advice from me about, then just shoot me a DM, an email, whatever the case may be. If you have any topics you want me to talk about, you could do the same. Shoot me an email, a DM, or even just mention it in the comments. Let me know in the comments how you feel about this, how you feel about the things I've been saying. And also remember to like, subscribe, and share it. And that's about it. So with that, we're signing off. Peace.
I'm just living my life. 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 I'm just living my life.